5 Awesome Facts About Jackie Chan. At age 60, Jackie Chan says that Chinese Zodiac will be the last film where he plays out his own outrageous tricks. Following 50 years and in excess of 100 movies, the jokester of Kung Fu is easing back down. Here's a glance at his profession. Number 1. 2 more Guinness World Records. In 2012, Guinness granted Jackie the record for the most film credits in a single film. In his movie Chinese Zodiac, he wore 15 caps as author, chief, lead entertainer, maker, leader maker, cinematographer, craftsmanship chief, unit creation supervisor, stunt organizer, prop man, gaffer, double, writer, signature melody singer, and in any event, providing food facilitator. He was additionally granted the record for the most profession stunts by any living stand-in. Nobody, including Guinness, appeared to have tallied his number of tricks, however, with in excess of 100 movies and effectively 12 tricks in each film, the number is likely almost 1,000. Number 2. His own stunt team. From the get-go in his profession, while shooting a battle scene in 1978's Snake in the Eagle's Shadow, a stand-in sliced Chan by utilizing a blade with a honed edge rather than a blunted one. Starting thereon, Jackie wanted to work with stunt rivals he knew and trusted. Also, insurance agencies, especially in America, would not cover Jackie or his trick adversaries. So Jackie shaped his own trick group, known as Sinkar Pan or Jackie Chan's Stuntman Association, which pays individuals great rates and handles their protection. A considerable lot of the first individuals had met Jackie in all-inclusive school or in his initial a long time in the entertainment world. The group ordinarily arranges Jackie's battle scenes and has screen credits as action or assistant action director in at any rate 28 of Jackie's movies. While shooting, they work, train, and live respectively. They conveyed during battle scenes with snorts. Number 3. Destructible But Stubborn. Throughout the long term, there is little that Jackie has not harmed. He's wrecked his nose multiple times and harmed his hands on many occasions. He has forgotten about how frequently he's harmed his knees and runs so ungracefully since he seldom does his own runs in his movies. He has separated the 2 shoulders, his pelvis, and sternum. His thighs have been squashed between 2 vehicles. While shooting Rumble in the Bronx, he broke his lower leg. He pulled a sock over his cast and painted it to appear as though a shoe so he could keep shooting. Jackie has displayed his comedic physicality after any semblance of Buster Keaton and Harold Lloyd and has reproduced a portion of their most renowned tricks. In Project A, he needed to give proper respect to Lloyd's celebrated clock tower stunt from 1923's In Safety Last. Yet, in contrast to Lloyd, who utilized trick pairs to climb the structure, he had just 8 fingers, and hung with just a short drop to the rooftop. Jackie really hung 18 meters, 60 feet, up with just 2 material overhangs among him and the ground. Jackie was anxious about intentionally tumbling from such a tallness, and he clung to the clock face until his hands gave way. His exhaustion ended up being very much established. At the point when he did at last drop, he was unsatisfied with the shot. He rehashed, just to break his nose and harm his neck. Number 4. Bruce Lee screamed, Jackie crooned. Bruce Lee's falsetto holler is acclaimed, normally conveyed similarly as he was going to send somebody cartwheeling over the room. He made the energetic shout cool. Jackie inclines toward considerably more practical snorts and cries of torment. What's more, he gets a kick out of the chance to sing not during the battle but rather toward the finish of the flick. As effectively noted, Jackie was prepared in live-in school to sing. Since 1984, he has delivered in excess of 20 collections highlighting his melodies. Starting in 1980, with his film Young Master, he's sung the signature melodies of all his Chinese-created motion pictures over the end credits. At the point when Disney at last persuaded China to deliver its film Mulan, Jackie sang I'll Make a Man Out of You for the Mandarin, Cantonese, and mainland Chinese names. In an ongoing meeting, he expressed he is composing a melodic dependent on his initial life. Number 5. The stunt that nearly killed him. Jackie Chan practically passed on while recording a genuinely basic trick in 1986's Armor of God. Upon the arrival of the shoot in Yugoslavia, he was experiencing plane slack. All things considered, He played out the trick, a bounce from a divider to a tree limb, faultlessly. In any case, he didn't care for the shot and needed to do it once more. On the subsequent attempt, he missed the branch and fell 12 meters, 40 feet, to the stones beneath. Jackie cracked his skull, and a lump of bone crashed into his cerebrum tissue, making it discharge and seep out his ears. Crisis medical procedure spared his life. He actually has a plastic plate connecting and opening his skull, and he has halfway lost his hearing in his correct ear.